and present in multiple locations. And 1979, their problem was quality was stinking, and there is tough competition from Japan. All of you know, you Americans taught Japan in terms of quality principle. But learning from the Americans, the Japanese started giving tough competition, right? So same thing should happen in our training program also. Some of you should become more knowledgeable than the trainers, right? So the Japanese were maintaining highest levels of standards and many things, and then the Americans' product were going down. So in order to become a world leader again in manufacturing of, in manufacturing, so Motorola developed this methodology, and that time they were manufacturing pagers and the mobile phones. And scenario 2, ABB power transfer. So Asia Brown Boveri, right? ABB stand for. It's a Swedish multinational company headquartered in Switzerland, and they are into robotics, they are into heavy electrical equipment manufacturing, and into automation. And again, this is a big company. You can see the numbers here, and they realized the need for improvement. Like one of you are saying, yes, sir, I was good already. I'm okay with 80%. And see here, they considered themselves to be below average. How do they know? Because they benchmarked their performance with their competitors. Their competitors are making more profit. The operational cost of the competitors are less, but you are not maintaining it. And so they understood. This made them to embrace the Six Sigma approach, right? And they are well below the world-class performance. When you are doing benchmarking, benchmark your performance with some of the best in the industry, not the worst, right? So their defect levels are over 60% higher than the competitors. Do you understand the meaning of 60% here? Does it mean the defect is 60%?
No, defect is 60.
60% higher than the competitors. This is also bad. You need to know how to visualize the problem. When you say my defect is 2%, it is a simple problem. It's a small problem. But when you say my defect is 60% more than the competitors, now it is a big problem. So how do you speak? How do you project will create the necessity for improvement, right? Otherwise, people will have the tendency to settle at what they have been achieving. So competitors' profits are 10% more than the ABB. So this is the reason why ABB adopted Six Sigma. And then GE Medical System. And again, it's a big company, and that is proven with the numbers. And they were into scanner medical equipment manufacturing. Their scanner speed is 3 minutes. However, the competitor's scanning speed is 10 to 30 seconds. If your printer takes 3 minutes to print an A4 sheet, how many of you will use that printer in your office? None of us, isn't it? So same way, if you don't understand the necessity to improve our product features, we'll never understand the improvement opportunities. We'll never understand. See, whatever we are now learning can also be a tool for your project identification, which is the first step in any project. Now we are talking about benchmarking. We are comparing our performance with our competitors. And also the bulb life is very low, because of which 20 million bulbs are failing pre-shipment. When the failure happens pre-shipment, can somebody tell me what kind of failure it is? Is it considered an internal failure or external failure? Internal failure. And correcting internal failure is a proactive approach. Correcting external failure is a reactive approach.
Proactive approach.
Yeah. You can use these learnings to proactively solve all the problems in your company. So the replacement cost of the bulb is very high. You can see the number here. And so since all these companies believed in the principles, fundamentals, back to basics, right? And Six Sigma is not something, very new and different. So basics, we are taking us back to basics. Many people think Six Sigma is a magic. No, this is just, we are believing in the philosophies, believing in the principles. So Motorola made a saving of $2.2 billion every year and $1 billion saving in non-manufacturing costs. Many people have the question, is it Six Sigma applicable only in manufacturing? How much is the saving Motorola made from non-manufacturing activities? $1
3%
billion,
of
$1 billion, right?
1
So
billion.
it is applicable everywhere: manufacturing, non-manufacturing, administrative, accounting, programming, IT, software. Only thing is you should be able to express the problem in a statistical way. If you know that, that is an opportunity for Six Sigma project. And 68% reduction in defect level happened with the ABB, and 30% reduction in the production cost, and $898 million saved each year by ABB. And General Electric spent $500 million and they got back $2 billion in 1 year, and then $8 to $12 billion in the next 5 years. It is the company General Electric who modified the Six Sigma methodology from MAC to DMAC. When Six Sigma was introduced by Motorola, it had only 4 phases. It was only MAC. It was not a DMAC. Because Michael Harry and Bill Smith thought that what gets measured gets improved. So they started with the measure. But at General Electric, people under the leadership of its CEO, Jack Welch, they understood that defining a problem is much more important before measuring. Otherwise, you will measure something irrelevant. So they added D in front of MAC, and MAC has become DMAC. So 4-phase methodology of MAC has become a 5-phase methodology called DMAC, with when Six Sigma got implemented in General Electric. This happened in 1995, and now 26 years, yes, 26 years comfortably gone. It remains as it is. Please understand the power of the approach. That means it takes into account every aspect of problem solving. Just like that, you cannot go wrong. If you are not producing the results from a Six Sigma project, it is purely because you have deviated the principles. You have deviated the approach. If you simply trust the approach, trust the methodology, trust the tools and techniques, and equip you properly, results are for sure. And the evidence is these big numbers. So what is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is an operational excellence model. When I say operational excellence model, it is performed at the top level or performed at the bottom level?
Top level.
all levels, all levels.
All levels is a smart
Top
answer.
level.
Good. So operational activities are generally nothing